Assalamu alaikum student mathematics 4024. Welcome to Maths Guru. Student, this is a question on coordinate geometry, and in this question the coordinates of B and C are given to us, and the question further says that if the gradient of line BC is minus 3 upon 4, we have to find the value of P. What are the coordinates of B and C? The coordinates of B are 1 and 5. The value of x is 1 and the value of y is 5, and the coordinates of C are P and minus 1. So we have to find the value of P, and the gradient is given to us. Since the gradient is given to us, so we will be using the formula of gradient, that is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. For that we have to label our points first. So since B is my first point, so I will just label it as x1 and y1. The value of x1 is 1 and the value of y1 is 5, and since C is my second point, so this will be x2 and y2. The value of x2 is P and the value of y2 is minus 1. So since gradient is given, so I will be using the formula for the gradient, that is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. And now I have all the values of y2, y1, x2 and x1, and I also know the value of gradient as well. So I will just plug in the values and I will find the value of P. So in place of gradient, small m, you know that small m is the representation of gradient. So in place of m, I will write minus 3 upon 4. This is the value of gradient which is mentioned in the question. So this is minus 3 upon 4. What is the value of y2? The y2 value is 1, minus 1. So I will just write minus 1 in place of y2. And since this is a negative sign, this is the negative sign of the formula. So I will just write the negative sign here. And now I will see what is the value of y1. The y1 value is 5. So I will just write 5 like this. Whole divided by x2 minus x1. What is the value of x2? The value of x2 is p. So I will just write p in place of x2. Again, this negative sign comes from the formula. And now I will see what is the value of x1. The value of x1 is 1. So let's just move on with the simplification. This is minus 3 upon 4, and this will be equals to minus 1 and minus 5 will give me minus 6, and then I cannot subtract p from 1, so this will remain as p minus 1. Now since there is an equals to sign in between, so I will just cross multiply. I will just shift this p minus 1 on this side, and it will be multiplied with minus 3, and 4 will move on this side. So I will just write it like this, minus 3, and then I will use a bracket, p minus 1, and on this side this is minus 6, and minus 6 when multiplied with 4 will give me minus 24. So this will be minus 24. Now I have to remove this bracket, so I have to multiply minus 3 with p, so this will become minus 3p, and minus 3 multiplied by minus 1 will give me positive 3, and on the other side it is minus 24. Since I have to find the value of p, I have to shift uh, this plus 3 on the other side. This will be minus 3p, and this positive 3, when it will go on the other side, it will become negative minus 24 minus 3, and we all know that minus 24 minus 3 will give us minus 27. So the second last step will look like this, minus 3p is equals to minus 27. Since minus is on both the sides, so it will get cancelled out, or you can write it like this as well, minus 27 divided by minus 3, and this minus in the numerator and this minus in the denominator will get cancelled out like this. And I know that 27 is divisible by 3. 3 times 9 is 27, so the value of p is coming out as 9.